Now, to round out this module, let's talk about documentation. In a typical transaction, once the lenders have a structure they are comfortable with, they draw up a term sheet and send this term sheet to the borrower. A term sheet is a non-binding agreement that shows the basic terms and conditions of a loan. It typically serves as the basis for drafting the binding legal agreements that are signed by both parties. The purpose of a term sheet is to ensure that both the lender and the borrower are aligned on the structure and terms of the loan before they begin drafting the longer form loan agreements. The contents of a typical term sheet are the structural elements that we have gone over in the last few videos. However, there may be additional terms added to a term sheet depending on the transaction. Once the contents of the term sheet have been agreed upon by the borrower and the lender, they are signed by both parties. Sometimes due diligence has already happened by the time the term sheet is signed. If that's the case, the parties immediately engage lawyers and dive into the drafting of agreements. If not, due diligence takes place and the agreements are drafted after due diligence is concluded. In any case, the next set of agreements are the facility agreements. These are the legally binding documents that lay out the terms and conditions governing a facility. They are drafted by lawyers and signed by all parties to the agreements. They're typically a lot longer. They're typically a lot longer and more detailed than the term sheet, but contain all the terms and conditions that had been agreed upon by both parties prior to signing the term sheets. These agreements are usually made up of the loan agreement, the security agreement, and the guarantee agreement. The loan agreement is the legally binding contract that documents the terms of the facility. The security agreement is the document that gives the lender a security interest in an asset that is pledged or in the assets that are pledged as collateral. And the guarantee agreement is the document that a guarantor signs, making them liable to assume the debt of the borrower in the event that a borrower cannot meet their obligations. So that does it for this week's content. Thanks for following along, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you. Bye.